gears are on the to the left of the actual lens itself. It looks like the hole inside goes all the way to the top part of it. So that's a good way to look at that. All right, so something that's a little bit easier. We're going to go ahead and on this part right here actually is a little cutout, but we'll actually do that after. Let me get this cut going on with this object. So do this face plate hole. Bam, there we go. Alright, so I have this object and we're going to make some cuts here. Face, there we go. With the knife tool, and we're going to, okay, so one right there, probably gonna need one right here, one right here, and then we're gonna go try to give it about the same amount. 1, 2, probably get away with 2. Alright. So what we're going to do is, just like last time, we're going to go ahead and delete some of these faces. And then, actually I probably need one more cut. There we go. Select these faces, get rid of these, delete them, and we're going to take these vertices and bring them up. Alright. Bring this back. Bring this down. Bring this back. Bring this back. Bring this back. Actually, we'll probably put this one in the middle. I'll have to redo the other one. So I'm already seeing that I'm probably going to need another cut. Probably right here. But to be honest with you, I'll probably do the cut vertically because I'll probably need more cuts vertically for the other hole. Okay, so knife tool, bam. Knife tool, bam. Alright, so now what that did, it went ahead and created some more vertices for me. And actually I might end up having to do more on the side too. So it is not bad to keep adding vertices or cuts in this. It's not a problem. What we can do too is, instead of doing loops, we're going to make a cut, and I'm going to bring it down to this thing right there. So that, oops. And I can actually go ahead and probably weld some of these together if I wanted to cut down on geometry or anything like that. but it is not necessary. At least not at this point. But if I wanted to make the geometry look a little bit nicer, I probably would. But we're not at that point to worry about it. Alrighty. Oh, okay, no problem. I just wanted to make sure that you guys are following up. Just make sure you're getting it all in. It's very dry, but a lot of pushing vertices to kind of get it to the point where you want it. And I actually might, if this is going to cause me too much of a headache here, I just might make this actual object a little bit thicker too. So after this, okay. So what I'm looking here, I'm like, okay, well, it looks like it's not. Looks like it's pretty good. Just make sure that all these lines are inside. Actually, we'll take out these. Where is this front view? Turn it off. All right, what I'm going to do here, just to kind of save polygons, but I won't do it right now because it might mess with edge looping. I might take out this whole back plate, but that is not here nor now. All right, so this one, this polygon, probably want to bring it in just a tiny bit. Did I get some of them get real close to the edge? They all look like they're in, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to just increase the actual, these two right here. I'm going to increase the size of these two. Just a tiny bit. Just so that I know for sure that I'm not going to have any polygon problems. And just that little bit is not going to make it look too much of a difference, but I know that I'm not going to have any weird flickering or anything like that when it comes to rendering. And actually might bring this back just a little bit so that it's actually in there. Okay, so now what you're going to see is that I now have a nice hole inside the plate of the camera. So when I go ahead and render it, oh, that's because it has transparency on it. Dirt. Okay, so bam. Render it. Now it kind of goes in a little bit and has the depth to it. All right. And if I think that was a little bit too high, what I can do is actually bring this one back, these two back a little bit. So now it is really, really flush. So that's going to be a lot closer to it. It's always like going back and forth. You see a little bit here or there. Yeah, that works a little bit better. And then if I put this whole thing inside of a sub D, it'll look real nice too. There you go. All right, bam. Okay, so next step is what we're going to do would be, I'm going to turn this back on. I'm going to add some geometry just here vertically so that I can actually go ahead and get this look right there, the little hole right there. So what we're going to do is going to select this object right here, faces, and go ahead and I'm going to use the knife tool again, put it on loop, and I just want to be careful wherever I am. So we're gonna just try it and see. There we go. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right. That's probably because of all of this geometry and cuts. Okay, so now that I think about it, I probably might have done this first, but we're near here or there. But we are going to see what we can do to rectify that. Alrighty, Okay, so I think I know why it's doing that. Okay, so why it is doing this is because of these cuts that I did right here. So I'm just going to take these edges right now, and I'll add them back in. I'm going to dissolve them, and let's see if the knife tool is going to play with me a little bit better. I think it's a little bit better. Let's see where that actually cut. It cut where I wanted it to. It looked like it did for the most part, and I'll just have to play around with the getting the sizing right. But okay, there we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with these vertices, move them over, and I'm going to scale them in. Just work with each one, and bam. Okay, there we go. Sometimes the handles get in your way. And then we're probably going to need another knife cut for this bottom piece. Then at that point in time, I'm going to have to take this in right there. Okay. Now to get that out, what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to keep that as a whole piece, and I'm going to just select this here, and I'm going to do an inner extrude to get like the holding lines because it's a more of a sharper edge. Do the extrude in, holding line,